Hi, I'm Teddy. Welcome to Café Diagnosis.
In 2011, I survived jumping from the 4th floor of a block of flats. I was in hospitals for over a year, firstly recovering from my physical injuries and into a dual diagnosis unit in Prestwich.
This was my 15th detox and 4th rehab, and I'm happy to say it was also my last.
I spent the next few years finally asking for help. I worked on many different therapies, learning to cope with my diagnosis of PTSD and borderline personality disorder, whilst also beating my addiction to alcohol and drugs.
Of course, the therapies helped me understand my diagnosis and deal with events from my childhood, but I didn't truly start to recover until I reconnected to art and creativity.
I work for START in Recovery Pathways Services, and we deliver courses, projects and exhibitions across Manchester to help people connect to creativity as a way of leading active and meaningful lives. I first met Terry on a course about self-portraits. We were making images that expressed what we liked best or valued most about ourselves. And Terry's portrait was called "Don't Let Your Struggles Be Your Identity." And it's been great to see him go from strength to strength through his recovery journey.
In 2014, my then key work introduced me to the Royal Exchange Theatre.
And through them, I found my passion for storytelling. In the last few years, I've been writing and performing poetry around my mental health and telling my stories through films.
It's because of that. And that is the selection. Manipulation through false affection. Violation. And then rejection.
I wore masks. I never looked at that within myself until I was diagnosed.
It's not your secret. It's not your shame. It's not your stain. It's just my distraction.
In 2015, after facilitating a course for service users around building and maintaining friendships, how ironic, the Café Inspire community group was formed.
And we've often discussed the possibility of doing our own show one day. In the last 18 months, I've loved working as the service user rep on the Clinical Transformation Steering Group. And this is where I found out about the new programme, the Manchester Wellbeing Fund.
My name's Tom Woodcock. I work for Greater Manchester Mental Health as part of the Manchester Transformation team. An essential element of our transformation programme is co-production. And co-production means working closely with service users and carers. The Wellbeing Fund is a 3-year programme that is investing £500,000 annually into capacity building in Manchester communities.
Café Diagnosis was born. This is how we did it.
We developed the project by delivering a series of workshops on creative writing, filmmaking and drama, leading to an immersive performance at a cafe in Manchester.
In itself, it's a project we're hoping to build on in creating stronger links between the mental health services and arts in the city, such as the Community Links programme we have with the Royal Exchange, where we're allocated free tickets for every main show, and this has been running successfully over the last 3 years.
People within the group, some of who have never been to the theatre before, have found a love for performance and a passion for storytelling.
So the group have been coming into the theatre for a while now, and they've taken full advantage of what's on offer, such as free tickets, opportunities to engage with workshops, also opportunities to engage with some of the more mainstream activity that happens for adults within the Royal Exchange Theatre. I think it's brilliant how the group has developed. I think they've taken full advantage of what the theatre offers, and I think they're now starting to form their own ideas about what theatre is and where they can go to with it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the upcoming show.
So the foundations were already set. Throughout the 10-week course, we have written and designed a piece of work based on people's stories, using their poems, monologues and songs as a snapshot of a time in dealing with their mental health. The main theme we worked around was that the cafe environment was life, the kitchen our mental health, with the working catchline, you can't run a cafe without a kitchen, can you? Their finished work will become recipes on the menu, and the show will be a graduation evening for the new head chefs. Over the first 4 weeks, we explored 12 different creative writing exercises to help them find the stories they wanted to tell.
Can you listen? Can you listen now? Do you know the message I'm giving you? Can you listen? Is what I'm saying getting through? Can you understand what I've just said? Can you listen now? Can you hear me? Is all of this just in my head?
My hopes for myself and the project is to be able to get some recognition for mental health, to tackle the stigma, make some friends in the course as well.
Basically learnt how to overcome barriers to writing and being creative. Like mainly for me, it's been helping me to just get started with things rather than procrastinating and getting bogged down.
Absolutely loving Café Diagnosis. Spent the past 4 weeks doing different writing exercises and getting the chance to express ourselves. And I've got the chance to watch a performance at the Royal Exchange. I think next week we start filming, so it's brilliant, yeah, I love it.
We then did a 3-week course on filmmaking with Mark Duggan from EP Showreels. We worked with the 5x5 exercise, 5 times 5 second shots leading to a 25-second personal film, and used snippets from their writing as a voiceover on the films they made.
Been watching the time go by, just waiting for the one who's gonna let me know I can be who I be and go wherever I wanna go. And I can't deny I can't see straight sometimes. You know I can't deny I look down sometimes. I look down sometimes.
And in the final 3 weeks, we delivered drama workshops with professional performers, put everything together and designed our own piece of theatre. And then finally, we did it, the Café Diagnosis graduation show.
Watching the time go by, just waiting for the one who's gonna let me know I can be who I be and go wherever I wanna go.
Here it's different, and I've even got my own dish on the menu, which you can see there. Alphabetti OCD soup.
But here at Café Diagnosis, away from the walls, I find laughter. I taste laughter like an ice cream sundae I used to have as a child.
People talk about being put in boxes, but mine must be made of ice. Manifestation of my isolation from my surroundings feels so cold, trapping. A box I can always see clearly out of, yet so strong I feel little will to join the rest of the world outside.
I am a very happy and proud mentalist who loves me crisp butties, don't you know?
Sometimes in the kitchen, to my thoughts, I'm a slave who hates the scurrying mind rats running around this claustrophobic space.
And with this little recipe I wrote, I can find myself again and find my smiles again. After all, a little laughter goes a long way.
I hope they won't think I'm one size short of a loaf, a sandwich short of a picnic. I'd really be in a pickle then. I'd probably go bananas.
But in the end, it's just a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come. When the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer.
From Café Diagnosis, I had the opportunity to perform in front of people I didn't know, which takes me back to my youth. So happy days.
My favourite part of the project was when we did the poetry and wrote our own kind of like short stories, and I just really enjoyed making things up, but also at some points I managed to be truthful about myself and my own mental health.
My favourite part was, doing the poetry. But I actually really enjoyed doing the performance, which I didn't think I would. I thought that was outside my comfort zone. And also meeting people as well. So getting that peer support from the whole thing, yeah.
My favourite part? I don't know, probably just tasks that we did in group bits. I don't know, we did sort of vocal tasks that were kind of challenging but kind of funny. They were good fun. Plenty of good people I've met on this course, and yeah, the actors were good fun as well.
I think meeting Terry was pretty awesome. It's good inspiration for me because Terry's got his own backstory and it's the same with me, so it's given me the confidence I need to do a bit of performing.
I made a lot of friends on the course, and I gained a lot of confidence, and I managed to come out as female to the group. It's really helped in a creative way and also just allowing me to express myself.
With the stuff I've learned from the course, I'm hoping it will take me on to maybe paid work, but certainly work where I'm helping other people.
One of the main objectives was to challenge stigma, both within ourselves and society, in which we believe was delivered through the project and help raise awareness on stigma and stimulate discussion on the topic. Delivering the workshops and performance in Manchester with service users from many different boroughs, giving them a focus and ownership on what they wanted to say, added to this, whilst they also found the courage, belief and confidence to share and perform their stories with newfound pride. We hope to now build on the project and take it on a tour of cafes across the city and beyond, because everywhere has a cafe. Carry on delivering the courses with end shows for each project, develop peer support between the courses and tour team, set up a Café Diagnosis website and build an online community cafe with blogs, images, poetry, and also film individual stories as recipes titled Talking Head Chefs. We can't thank the trust enough who've supported us throughout the whole process, and I believe our project is the perfect example of co-production and what's possible going forward.
Café Diagnosis was born in 2018. Good job I survived that cry for help back in 2011. Thank you.
Forget about the place that you live in. Forget about the time of the day. Forget about your reasons for working. Forget about everything. Forget about who's king of the country. Forget about the man with the gun. Forget about your reasons for feeling the way you